point here. What did you make of your team's performance?
Well, especially with the result, very unhappy. Very tough place to come. A team that is very physical, very direct. If you don't deal with direct play constantly well, you never get any momentum. So it's very difficult. We went ahead to finally find more control and try to, from there, generate more chances and do that. But the start of the second half was very poor. So we give the ball away. We are just insecure what we do one with the other, and then the decision of the penalty comes, and it's for me never a penalty, but we take it from there.
Here today.
I think it's a tough one because I think in general we played well, but it's just how we started the second half wasn't good enough, how we conceded that penalty, and then it's a really tough place to come and to score that first goal and go in front is good, but then you have to put the game to bed, and that's what we lacked today.
It looked like a really physical battle out there. How did you find it?
Yeah, for sure. I think always when you come to this place, it's a physical battle. It's their strength as well, and I felt like the second half we played too much into their game instead of playing ours, and I think that's what we lacked.
You took your goal well, though. It must feel good to get back on the score sheet, and you had an opportunity to get a second in the second half. Was that the frustration that you just couldn't find that second goal?
Yeah, it was. It's always nice to be on the score sheet, of course. Unlucky we didn't win, but in the second half I tried to create more and try to get a second to get the team even to get that breather. But it's a tough place to come, and I think we can learn from that as well. We have a big game in a couple of days, so we need to focus on that now. Yeah,
I was going to say, how quickly do your minds turn to Real Madrid on Tuesday?
Yeah, we have to review this one, and then all the focus is on the next game, and that's a great game for us. Everyone is really excited for that one, so we're up for it.
Here today, though, it does make it an 11th draw in the Premier League this season. Is that ultimately what's cost you in the title race this season? Just too many draws?
Yeah, of course. If you don't win enough games, you're not there, and we lack that this season. Obviously, we all know the history of what we've had with injuries as well, but we don't want to have too many excuses. And that's how it is. Now we have to focus on the game on Tuesday, and we go full gas there.
Thanks for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Kick off during the game and even afterwards, they're delighted. Obviously the performance and the results have been good as well, which obviously helps it. But yeah, the last few games at Goodison are going to be enjoyed, and today was one of those days.
Martin, how do you think Mikel Arteta will feel about that point today? Will he be too bothered?
Do you know, I think he'd be disappointed at the start of the second half, the way that he allowed Everton back into the game. You can say it was a soft penalty, that's what they'll argue, but he would have expected to have won this game today, particularly when those two were coming on at half-time. We saw glimpses of Martinelli, and again some good minutes, but Saka's had 73 minutes in 2 matches, no start now for a number of months, so it was about managing minutes. That's what it became, and it's a shame that they kind of find themselves in that situation. Of course they would have wanted to still go after the title, but all in all I think it was honours were even between the two teams. I think it was just about a fair result, really.
Their 11th draw this season, Martin. Only Everton have actually got more than them in the Premier League. Is that the real difference between them?
That's been the difference, yeah. I mean, there's games they were winning last year. If you remember, they went on that incredible run, last 16 games, won 14, lost 1 and drawn 1. They weren't, there was not many draws in there. This year, too many draws, and of course hamstrung with injuries. Players are out in the final third, and I think that's really affected them, and they're looking at now that it's not the priority today really. They're looking at other games, another competition, a huge competition of course, and it's about preservation really, and that's because the squad has got that bug of injuries, and they've had to make sure they just negotiate today's game. Credit to Everton, they come back way much better. Moyes it's a totally different Everton right now, 1 defeat in 11, and coming here now is now an okay result. Okay, Liverpool came here and won, and Arsenal needed to match that and weren't able to do so.
Can we just put that down to the injuries, Phil? Because they were leading in 7 of those 11 games that they've gone on to draw. Is that something that really has to be addressed?
Well, it is a valid excuse if you like, but it's tough. A lot of people are pointing out that they didn't go and buy another striker, another number 9. But again, it's if everyone had obviously a clear ball to go and look what was going to happen. I'm sure they'd assign someone, but it's tough. Liverpool have been fantastic as well. It's hard to go season after season after season to win, as Martin said, 14 of the last 16 games last season. That's not always as easy to do. So Arsenal will be frustrated, but they're going in the right direction. They're obviously in the Champions League game this next week. They're probably going to finish second in the league. It's nearly where they want to be, so I suppose there's positives there, but I'm sure if you're an Arsenal fan, you're just desperate to try and win that Premier League. It's been too long.
Let's have a look at the way Arsenal scored in that first half. Phil,